Time is the most valuable treasure a human being possesses, more precious than gold, more powerful than wealth, and more fragile than glass. Those who respect it rise to greatness, and those who waste it, no matter how talented they are, eventually pay a heavy price. This is the story of a boy named Sam, whose life was a lesson about the power of time. The gifted boy who took time for granted. In a quiet little town surrounded by fields and hills, there lived a boy named Sam. Sam was not an ordinary child. He was bright, intelligent, and curious about everything around him. His teachers admired him because he could understand even the most difficult lessons faster than anyone else. His classmates often whispered, "Sam is the smartest boy in class. One day he will achieve great things." But Sam had one weakness, a weakness that slowly poisoned his success. Sam did not value time. Every evening, when his mother reminded him, "Sam, please finish your homework before it gets late," Sam would stretch lazily on his bed, smile and reply, "Mom, don't worry. I have plenty of time. I'll do it later." And later never really came. Instead of studying, Sam would spend hours scrolling through his phone, watching meaningless videos, or playing games until his eyes felt heavy. Sometimes he would hang out with his friends for long hours, laughing, talking, wasting the precious minutes that would never return. Sam believed time was endless. He thought life would always wait for him. But life has a way of teaching lessons to those who ignore its silent warnings. The day of results. Months passed, and the final exams arrived. Sam, with his natural intelligence, thought he could manage. He told himself, "I can revise later. I'll still do well. I always do." But when the results came out, the truth hit him like a storm. Sam, who was once praised as one of the brightest students, had slipped down to the bottom of the list. His marks were disappointing. His teachers looked at him with sadness, and some even shook their heads in disbelief. His friends, who once admired him, began to avoid him. They whispered among themselves, "Sam is not the same anymore. He wasted his talent." When Sam walked back home that day, the streets felt heavier and the world seemed colder. In his hand he carried his report card. On his face there was shame. And when he reached home, he found his parents sitting silently, staring at the paper that held his failure. Their eyes did not show anger, they showed disappointment. And sometimes, disappointment hurts more than anger. That night Sam lay awake staring at the ceiling. His heart was restless. He asked himself, "What happened to me? I was good at studying. Why did I fail? Where did I go wrong?" But deep down he already knew the answer. The conversation with his father. Unable to bear the weight on his chest, Sam went to his father's room. His father was a teacher, a man who lived his entire life with discipline and respect for time. Sam's eyes filled with tears as he whispered, "Oh, Dad, I don't understand why I failed. I tried, I thought I could manage, but everything went wrong." His father looked at him kindly and placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. Then with a calm voice he said, "Sam, you do not have a problem with intelligence. You have a problem with time. You think you can always do things later. But life does not wait for anyone. Time once gone never comes back. It is like the water of a river. Once it flows past you, you can never touch it again." Sam lowered his head in silence, but his father wasn't finished. He leaned back in his chair and continued, "Let me tell you a story, my son. Perhaps you will understand better. The farmer's lesson. There was once a farmer who had a bag full of seeds," his father began. "He had fertile land and everything he needed to grow crops. All he had to do was plant the seeds at the right time. But the farmer was lazy. He kept delaying, saying, 'I will sow them tomorrow. I have plenty of time.' Days turned into weeks, and when the farmer finally went to sow his seeds, the season had already passed. The rains were gone, the soil was dry, and the chance was lost. His fields remained empty, and hunger entered his home. You see, Sam, the farmer was not foolish. He had everything he needed to succeed. But because he delayed, because he wasted his time, he lost everything. That, my son, is the price of ignoring time. The realization. The story pierced Sam's heart like lightning. He saw his own reflection in that careless farmer. He realized that his intelligence was not enough to save him if he continued to waste time. That night, Sam made a promise to himself, "I will not let my life slip away. I will not waste another moment. From tomorrow I will respect time." The very next morning, Sam woke up early. He made a proper routine for himself. He studied with focus, gave time to his assignments, and used his hours wisely. He still played and laughed with his friends, but he never let play steal the time meant for work. Slowly, his habits began to change. His teachers noticed his improvement. His parents saw his dedication. And within a few months, Sam's grades began to rise again. The boy who once fell behind was now climbing back to the top. Years later, years passed. Sam grew up, carrying the lesson of time in his heart. He became an engineer, respected and admired not only for his skills, but for his discipline. People often asked him, "Sam, what is the secret of your success?" And he always replied with the same words, "Respect time. It is the most powerful key to success. If you guard it, it will reward you. But if you waste it, it will leave you with nothing but regret." The message. Sam's story teaches us a truth we often ignore. Talent alone is not enough. Intelligence alone is not enough. Without valuing time, everything else is wasted. Time is the silent treasure in our hands. Every second is an opportunity. Every minute is a seed. If you use it well, your life becomes a garden. If you waste it, you are left with nothing but empty land. So remember, time once gone never comes back. Respect it, use it, and it will make you unstoppable. If you believe this story can help someone you know, share it with them. And never forget, stay patient, stay grateful, and always keep moving forward.